Hold My Drink Extra Juice with Charlene and Ellie, a GoLoud original podcast, proudly sponsored by Pennies. Get this season's must-haves in a store near you.
Welcome to Hold My Drink Extra Juice, which is kindly sponsored by Primark or Pennies, the ultimate high street destination that has everything you need this spring. Get your style out there and have some fun and celebrate yourself at Primark.
Primark is the ultimate high street store every girl is obsessed with. Spring is here. It's your time to go big on your wardrobe.
I was in Pennies twice in the last 2 days.
You were?
And I used the stock checker.
Oh, how did you get on?
Very good.
Yeah.
It was right.
What?
Yeah. I got that denim midi skirt.
Oh, you actually looking for that,
yeah.
Cute.
Got it, yeah.
I did a little stock up in there last week.
Yeah, it's great at the moment. It's very spring vibes.
Before we were going to the airport, I went in for those little cosmetic pots to travel with. And I spent €219 later.
Oh my God, what else did you get?
Loads. It was great. It was great.
Stand out with Primark's latest spring 2023 collection. The range is characteristically cool, pink pop and bright colours and alluring florals, as well as having utility-inspired khaki cords, giving a touch of edge for standout street-style moments.
Did you know you can also check what is in your local store on the Primark website with their new stock finder as well, that Charlene was just mentioning. It's so handy, but sure, we're always popping in and out of Pennies anyway. If you forget to use it, you can just in and out.
I would have walked right by that skirt if I didn't know it was there.
If it was,
because you don't realise what I knew I was looking for it. So it
was on your mind. Yeah.
So you can log on to www.primark.com/IE to check out all their spring pieces and see what's in your local store with their new stock finder. This is our bonus episode where we answer even more of your dilemmas. I love when I see updates.
Oh, I'm scared.
Why? No.
I don't know.
No, I think they're
because I'm waiting on an update to come in one day saying, "Hi girls, you've fucked up my life."
I think if we fucked up someone's life, they'd stop listening maybe.
And wouldn't give us an update.
We'd just be like, fuck them bitches. Okay, the first update is, in bonus episode 38, we answered this dilemma. So the dilemma is, I've been single for 5.5 months. I was with my ex for almost 3 years and I came home after a night out one night and he ended things with me whilst I was drunk and said he hadn't loved me for months, and I since haven't heard one word from him. I harbour so much resentment towards him as I feel the way his mum and sister got involved in the breakup. He was back on Tinder the day after we split and this genuinely broke me. Fast forward a couple months, I had started seeing this other boy, 7 years older, and had a child. I knew in the back of my head it wouldn't work as his child. He had his child a lot, and there wasn't really a lot of time made for us. I saw passes for a bit and things were going well. Had a gut feeling one night when I was out with my friend and ended up seeing him with another girl. I confronted him and he never even replied to the message, which resulted in me blocking him, even though I'd only been seeing him a few months. I felt like this has really dented my self-confidence. I'm feeling super isolated and go to bed most nights very early and try to sleep early, so I'm not up most of the night upset and overwhelmed, which I feel I'm going to do. A few boys have tried speaking to me and I'm trying, but I feel terrified to let my guard down because become serious with anyone due to past things that have happened and the possible heartbreak that comes along with it. Our advice was,
oh God,
give it time and one day you realise that the pain is gone, you don't feel hurt or resentment, and one day you'll be open to being a certified lover girl again.
Aww.
And she said, hi girls, thank you so much for reading this out and giving me advice. Safe to say I was sobbing when you read this out. To hear that this was how I was feeling for so long was such a sad thing to hear. I've come so far since then. Oh, she obviously sent it a few weeks prior to us reading it out.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I feel, yeah. It was so good to hear your advice from an unbiased perspective. So thank you for your advice. You girls are so relatable. Fast forward to now, I'm a certified lover.
Woo!
Lover girl. Like she wrote like lover girl again. Took your advice and went into this feeling a bit wary, but not with my guard high up, as I know I might only ruin it from me being anxious about past experiences. I've learned so much about myself and still on somewhat of a healing journey. Does this ever end? Lol. My new boyfriend is a wee angel, is so understanding of my trust issues and constantly reassures me. Feels so nice to get back to feeling happy again after my healing journey. Obviously, as Ellie said, we're thriving. Your advice was so needed and very appreciated. Thank you for this, girls.
Aww.
So in episode 69 of the main podcast, we answered this dilemma. Met this girl a year and a half ago, fell in love with her personality and quickly became my best friend. She became part of my friendship group, all because of me, and even came on holidays with us. Over the summer, she became closer to one of the girls, and I was happy for her, until I was almost pushed out. She also hates my boyfriend of 4 years, the only person in my life over the past 4 years that hasn't liked him. 2 months ago, why am I reading this out again?
Don't know.
I just
keep going.
2 months ago, she sat me down while I was at work and said she needed a break from me and only me, that she didn't want to be around me and doesn't have the energy for me. I remember this one. This is only recently.
Is it?
Yeah. Since that, she's had no contact with me, no texting or invites at all. I'm constantly watching my back and feeling unwanted when with the group because she doesn't want to be around me.
Oh, is this one of her work? No, actually, never mind.
No.
Go on.
She completely shattered my confidence and made me feel as though I wasn't enough and that she has taken what she needed from me, aka new friends, and now doesn't need me anymore. Cutting her off completely could have run the risk of losing one of my longest friends who she'd become closer with.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Our advice was, say to the girls first, as you were their friend first. If they're loyal friends to you, they'll understand the situation. It shouldn't be a case of picking between people.
Okay.
And here's the update. Hey words, it was amazing to hear my words and my situation out loud. It made me feel like it wasn't in my head. And I burst into tears. Oh,
Why are you crying?
Oh. I think that
I
it makes
love
people
you.
feel like validated, like their feelings are,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Burst into tears hearing your advice because I knew I need to stand up to the rest of the girls. Since then, I've spoken to my friends, and the one girl I was worried about was pulled away.
Oh.
The rest of my friends are now seeing how hard it was for me and how much I struggled because they are now almost in the same situation. Now I'm focusing on myself, my friends outside the group that are so good for me, my amazing boyfriend. 2023 is not a space for people who aren't adding positive values to our lives, and I'm on my journey back to feeling confident in myself. Thank you so much for all your advice. Love you millions.
Oh, so that girl is gone.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Took away. Took the trash out, Bart.
She walked the trash out herself.
Yeah.
No way.
What's a trash takes itself out? Oh God, we're not calling her trash, but
No, that's
she was
terrible.
amazing.
Yep.
She was horrible. I remember
Yeah,
that
she
dilemma.
wasn't very nice now, to
No.
be fair. Okay, and then the last update that we have for you was from bonus episode 41. So the dilemma that we answered is, hi girls, I live in a small town and go to a small local gym. I work from home and use my lunch hour. I remember this, to go to the gym, as
Oh
it
yeah, me too.
gets me dressed and out of the house. This is where the fella kept talking to her.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Was all fine until about 3 months ago when I randomly got chatting to a guy. We seemed to be at the gym at the same time every day, so it started with a simple hi, how are you? But as the day goes on, it ends up being a 15 or 20 minute conversation. As I'm on my lunch hour, it's wasting so much time and not getting a good workout in, and it's really starting to get to me. It's not a flirty conversation, so I think he just wants to be friends, but at the same time, he hasn't added me on any kind of social media. I feel like it's gone on for too long now and I don't know how to stop the conversation. I would consider changing the time I go, but an ex-boyfriend goes to the same gym and I'd rather avoid my ex than this other guy. As I said, I live in a small town and the other closest gym is a good 15-minute drive away. I don't want to be mean to this guy because I get the impression he might be lonely. My heart isn't able. So the advice that we gave was, say to him that you'll talk to him at the end of the workout. That way you have an excuse to leave earlier to get back to work and not stay chatting for 15 to 20 minutes. So the update is, hello ladies, before I even got the chance to get your advice, things took a turn for the worse. He found me on Instagram and sent me a message saying, can we chat here while we're not in the gym? But he never sent me a follow request. Odd.
Oh.
I didn't reply and ended up avoiding the gym for a while. I still have the fear of running into him at the gym or anywhere around the town. Any more advice? I know. Oh, is this the people pleaser in me, just not knowing how to say no?
I think it's a very girl thing that like we nearly feel bad sometimes when you don't want something with someone like that. But like you shouldn't feel bad. You don't have to
I can't imagine a man feeling bad about that.
like sometimes you actually have to say I feel more, my feelings more important than that man's
Yeah.
feelings.
Put your own feelings
Yeah.
forward first. Like, oh God, he didn't add you, but he sent you a message.
Weird.
Does he know how to use Instagram?
Has he got a secret girlfriend?
Oh shit, yeah, because you can see who they follow. Oh God. Thank
Thank you for them updates though.
don't know if he'll be back in the gym anytime soon.
No,
Bert.
I know. But if he is, like, just even smile and wave or something. Don't
Yeah.
feel bad if you don't want to talk to him.
No, like I'm actually
Not your
really busy.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not your job to keep someone entertained for the day.
And if
God
you
love him.
don't want to talk, it's a waste of your time in a way. Although we did feel bad for him. He was nice, but
We're just too
you
nice
can also feel
sometimes.
bad from a distance and be nice, but don't be overly
Overly nice, yeah.
chatty to him. Yeah. So all of those dilemmas above have been sent to our email address, which is homeidrink@goloudnow.com. They were all updates, and these are dilemmas from this week.
Okay, so the first dilemma that we have is, hi girls, just want to start by saying I adore the two of yous and have never missed an episode. Jesus, fair play to you. And so happy yous are, hope the fellas are lovely girls and better than the last. Ellie, you deserve the world.
My fella's the same.
Charlene, there's a repeat fella. Okay. I was with my ex for 2 years and we were constantly breaking up the whole time, cheating on his part, and the whole relationship was just a shit show, to be honest, but I never saw myself getting over him any time. We broke up and it lasted for a while. I was in the absolute terrors, as you can imagine, but I did end up moving on. I was getting with this lad since me and my ex ended, and nothing serious at all, just on a night out, not even home after together. The odd time he would come over to mine and we'd get together, but never went further than a kiss. He told me on a recent night out that he doesn't want a relationship, and neither did I until he said he didn't. Now it's been 2 months since we last got together. We still flirt and everything and are always chatting, and I see him, but he'll be so dry for a few days and then flirting the bollocks off me the rest. I know I'm really starting to get feelings for him, but I don't want to settle for another lad that isn't going to show me he cares about anything like that, and also the whole he doesn't want a relationship thing. I really do not know what to do because I feel he wants me, but then sometimes I do. He's so up in the air. What the fuck do I do, girls?
Like, the fact that you only want to be with him because he doesn't want to be with you. It's just, that's just your ego talking. Yeah, I love it.
I love it so much.
I'd probably be the exact same.
Yeah.
But it's also just your ego talking that you're like,
We
well, I
can't
want
make
to.
people
Yeah,
want
you're
us.
like, I want
Yeah.
to, but now I want to be with him. Like, why would he not want to be with me?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You should want to be with me. Like,
Yeah.
try to make him be with you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I think you're already, like, telling yourself how much energy has gone into him.
Yeah.
And, like, you're not getting the benefits of it.
No. And like, up in the air works if you want something casual and you like that thing, but like, up in the air doesn't work when you actually want a solid
A fella.
yeah, and you seem like you do, but
Did you ask him? Oh, he's already told you he doesn't want a relationship.
yeah.
I think he's given you all the answers, as horrible and, like, brutally honest as that is. Like,
She's saying, I feel he wants me. Don't assume things like that. I know we like to assume the best, but
yeah. They all
we
want
do,
me.
yeah, but like, what's he showing you?
He's
People's
showing you that
actions seem like it are a lot more
actions speak louder than words.
than your delulu
Yeah.
era.
Yeah. I think you need to branch out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's making you question it. Like, it's fine if you're like, oh, that's real annoying. Like, it's probably just keep going how you are. But if it's actually upsetting you and you're like, I really would like to be with him.
Yeah, if you were just seeing him, if both of you were on the same page, it'd be different. But because you're on two completely different
Yeah.
pages, it's
It's very hard to be on the same page as someone.
yeah.
Or sorry, it's hard to be on different pages, but like seeing someone. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
You need to be both on the same page about what's
Yeah,
and what's
because
going
someone's
on,
going to end
the
up in
plan.
tears.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, why do I not just end it then? I feel.
yeah.
So,
Nip it in the bud while you can now.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's might be just one of them drunken things that you're getting together if nothing else has happened. And like, sometimes things though can start from when you say I don't want a relationship. I think when I met Dano, I told him what did I tell him? I was off men.
Oh, you were
for
off
Lent.
men for Lent.
Yeah.
You met Dano.
So like sometimes that is the case,
Yeah.
but also take him for what he's
Take him for what he's telling you.
telling you. Yeah.
Literally.
Am I after getting tan over this shit?
Did you put on white
tan.
runners after putting fresh
Yeah, I
tan
don't know
on?
why I done that.
Why would you do such a thing?
It's not transferred at all. It's great.
Do you have it on your ankles?
Yeah.
And it's not on it?
No.
God,
Very good.
brilliant, Dad. They're
Very good. Yeah.
Good wage for that now.
Yeah. I don't think you said it yourself. You don't want to settle for another lad that isn't going to show you he cares about you. So take your own advice in that sense and just go with what he's showing you.
Yeah.
Next one is, hi girls, I hope you can give me some advice. My best friend got a boyfriend at the start of the year and has made little to no effort with me since then. Anytime she makes an effort to make plans, it's because he's busy at work or not around, make me feel like a second option. I work a full-time job and I'm part-time in college and have a boyfriend of my own, so it's hard for me just to be able to see her when she decides it's convenient for her. If I tell her I don't feel up to plans, it's always, come on, it'll be fun, or if I don't have the money, she tells me to borrow off my mum. She can't take no for an answer and just constantly does what suits her. I love her so much, but I just can't get through to her with this. Love the podcast, girls.
We've definitely talked about that before, that like the honeymoon stage of someone getting in a relationship is bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're so excited to have this person in your life and like you want to always be with them and always spending time with them and yeah, so you can't falter on that half, but I do also understand it then from the other half of where the girl is coming, where the friend is coming from,
Yeah.
feeling like an option kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is this the friend's first boyfriend? No, she's just got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I don't know. Like, I think the thing of like, I don't think she's mean in a bad way as well when she's like saying, come on, it'd be fun about plans.
Yeah.
And not taking no for an answer. I don't think she's mean that like trying to force. She probably just does want to see it.
Yeah.
But it's also annoying if it's only at her convenience.
Yeah.
And
it has
like,
to work for the two of you. Like.
yeah, I think so too. Like, it's just, I think say that to her when she asks you next time, like, I can't do this, but I have been trying to make plans and you haven't been around.
I can't do things at the drop of a hat like you can.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually really busy. And maybe come to some sort of compromise of like, right, here's a date, we'll do something on this date. A date that suits the both of you. Instead of just in the moment or on the day, her texting you being like, let's do this now, borrow money off your mum, blah, blah.
Because when you're full-time job and part-time in college, like,
and a fella.
you don't have that time, to just leave.
So at least if the two of you come together and plan something for the future, it also gives you both something to look forward to as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. And then no one's let down or disappointed.
Yeah.
Because you set a date. And then someone bails on that
then
what can you really do?
Yeah, you can't do much.
Says it all then, you know.
The last one that we have then is, well, Charlene and Ellie, how are you? This question is more for Ellie, but just wondering, how did you deal with the passing over the lovely Taylor and how did you grieve for her? I unfortunately lost my best friend very unexpectedly and don't know what to do. I am lost today with her and utterly heartbroken. Any advice or coping ways, much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, that's so sad. We didn't lose Taylor kind of, well, we kind of knew it was the last few weeks with her kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, Taylor was 12. That's really old for a boxer. Yeah, so we kind of knew it was on the way. So I think we kind of all mentally prepared ourselves for that first. I was away, was I? I think I was away. My mum is sitting here, if you're listening. I was away and I came back on the Sunday and Taylor died on the
After
Monday.
New York,
was it New York?
I think so.
I think I came home the day before and everyone at home was just saying, like, it's just not fair for her to be, like, we were just keeping her there for us, kind of, for our own selfish reasons, just to say, oh, she's still there. But like, it was just to look at her. And then on the other half, I'm like, why did we want to look at her in that state? We didn't want to remember her like that.
Yeah.
So we made the call then to bring her to the vet, and that was that. But we dealt with it in a very different way than a lot of other people would. We got Bobby 5 days after we got Taylor.
Wow.
So as soon as Taylor died, I think it was Jack, like, we were distraught, Jesus Christ. And don't get me wrong, like, I was looking at pictures of Taylor on the phone the other night with Queeve and the two of us were sobbing. Like, we'd still cry over her. Like, she was our first dog in the house. We have her little ashes we got her cremated and she has her ashes under the telly. So when we're watching telly, we look at her every night. But I think it was my brother Jack. I think he Googled, like, boxers for sale in Ireland. Like, he was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I've pictures I think it was the next day or the next morning of Taylor's bed still in the kitchen. And I remember I sent it into the family chat being like, the house is just not the same. Not the same. So we got Bobby 5 days after we got Taylor. Or 5 days after Taylor passed away, we got Bobby. But like, that was our way of dealing with the loss of Taylor.
Yeah,
like,
people do it differently.
Yeah, like, you hear some people saying, and my dad probably even said it at the time, he was like, I could never go through that again. My dad was destroyed. Like, we all were. But you hear people saying, I'm never getting a dog again because I don't want to deal with losing them again.
And
That didn't really work. No. But our way of dealing with it was kind of like, listen, we gave Taylor a great life for 12 years. Why can't we give another dog?
Yeah.
Another great life like that. And we were so used to having a dog in the house, and I think that was it, was it? Yeah, that was our way of, everyone is different. Not even grief with pets, but grief with people, grief with anything in life. Everyone deals with it so differently. So if it means you thinking another dog will help you, you'll know yourself. If it means you thinking that another dog will either help you or not, or hinder you, like, you'll know whether you'll be putting yourself backwards or not. But if you think you can give another dog a lovely home. I don't see why not. Like,
Yeah.
like there's so many dogs out there who need so many homes.
And it doesn't replace them, but it fills that void
No,
of there
yeah.
being nothing in the house and it being dead
Yeah,
silent.
God, Bobby was never ever to replace Taylor,
No,
and we
no.
knew that. But that's why we also said we wanted a boy as well, because Taylor was a girl.
Yeah.
But we knew that it wasn't to replace Taylor. Like, nobody replaced her. She was the funniest little woman ever. But like, yeah, we just knew we could give another dog a good life. We knew we wanted a boxer. We'll never not have boxers in the house. But yeah, that was just kind of how we dealt with it. We cried. We looked at pictures. We have little like mask cards and all at home.
Oh.
Who got them made for us? Memory card. Are you crying? Oh, Helen's crying. You are crying. You liar. We've pictures of her everywhere.
Yeah.
Our house is like a shrine for Taylor Kelly. It really is. God love her. But yeah, just remember them as you can. And like I said, if you think getting another dog will help you, I would highly recommend it. Or if you think you just need time to just really grieve. And
Yeah, it's like, don't be afraid to grieve because it is like a person.
Yeah. Oh my.
It's someone. It's an animal you knew for
12
whatever years. Yeah,
we had Taylor. Like, I still remember the day Taylor came home, and like, she was our first dog. She was all I knew growing up, and the names we had for her and all growing up was a bit mad. I don't know why we'd never call our dogs by their actual names. Taylor's name was Taylor, but we called her Boo Boo or Mimi.
Yeah, dogs never,
why?
Or cats as well.
Yeah, Bobby is Bobby, but we call him Bobalina,
Yeah.
like Thumbelina.
I don't remember my dog getting put down really. I was young, yeah. I was young.
I'm glad, as in a weird way, I'm glad I was with her when she like
died. Yeah.
I was literally in her face, like roaring crying as she.
I don't think I'd be able to do that.
See, because I've heard of people who
Don't do that.
who their parents have brought the dog away, got the dog put down while they were in school, and then they come back from school and the dog's just gone. I think that's
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
oh God, I couldn't. I think if the dog is a family dog and like everyone needs to be involved, I don't think you could.
Yeah.
You should make, depending on how young the kids are. Okay, I kind of understand, but also like, oh no,
Yeah. They're probably afraid the child will have a meltdown.
yeah, we don't have a meltdown either way.
Anyway,
The dog's
yeah,
not going to.
true.
Yeah, so I'd
Yeah.
rather the child know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm glad I was there. God love her.
Yeah.
And she's at home now watching telly with us.
Oh,
Sweetie.
she's in the podcast studio.
Yeah.
Sure. You can send your dilemmas to homidrink@goloudnow.com. New episodes of Home I Drink Extra Juice come out every Monday, and our main episodes are on a Wednesday. Thank you to Primark for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you.
And make sure to like, rate, and subscribe.
We love you lots.
We love you.
Bye. Bye.
Hold My Drink Extra Juice with Charlene and Ellie, a GoLoud original podcast, proudly sponsored by Pennies. Whether it's stylish savings, a new double snuddy, gym gear, or some beauty bits you're looking for, Pennies is the ultimate high street destination.